Gather around, if you dare, for 6 spine-chilling tales of Christmas horror. Christmas, a time of joy, of family, of light. But what happens when the light fades and shadows grow long in the waning days of the year? Are you brave enough to face the darkness that Santa Claus cannot banish? The snow fell softly on the little town of Hollybrook, each flake like a whisper of promised joy. But this year, a different kind of magic was at play, a magic cloaked in darkness, a glimpse of a figure, tall and imposing, silhouetted against the moonlit snow. He wore the garb of Santa Claus, but his was a corrupted reflection, twisted and wrong.
"Stay awake," they warned in jagged handwriting. "Stay awake until dawn."
One family, the Harringtons, weary of the growing paranoia, dismissed the notes as a cruel prank. They slept, and in their sleep, the true horror of Christmas descended upon them. Little Oliver, his eyes wide with wonder, tore through his presents on Christmas morning. But one gift nestled beneath the tree bore no name. Inside, nestled on a bed of crimson velvet, lay an ornament. It pulsed with an inner light, a mesmerizing ruby glow that seemed to call to Oliver.
That night, as the family slept, the ornament began to weave its dark magic. Shadows danced in the corners of Oliver's room, twisting and contorting into impossible shapes. The ornament was not a gift, but a conduit, a tether to an ancient evil.
The annual Christmas parade was in full swing. Festive music filled the crisp air, and children squealed with delight as floats adorned with tinsel and lights passed by. But this year, a discordant note pierced the merriment. The jingling of bells, usually a sound of joy, grew louder, more insistent, almost frantic. Atop a sleigh drawn by skeletal reindeer, a figure stood tall. He wore a Santa suit, but his face was stretched into a grotesque grin, his eyes burning with unholy light. Panic rippled through the crowd as people recognized the creature for what it truly was. Krampus, the shadow of St. Nicholas, the punisher of the wicked. The Morgan family, seeking the perfect Christmas tree, stumbled upon a roadside vendor shrouded in an unnatural fog. There, amidst the frost-covered pines, stood a tree unlike any other. Its needles shimmered with an otherworldly beauty, each one tipped with a delicate frost. They brought it home, unaware of the ancient evil they had invited into their lives. As Christmas Eve descended, a strange chill settled over the house. The tree, once a symbol of warmth and festivity, began to weep icy tears. The spirit of the tree, disturbed from its ancient slumber, had come to claim its revenge. The mall bustled with holiday shoppers, their arms laden with gifts. Children, their eyes bright with anticipation, lined up to meet the jolly old elf himself. But this Santa, something was different. His smile seemed a little too wide, his eyes a little too bright, a manic glint hidden within their depths.
You've been very bad this year.
Later that night, Lily's parents discovered a chilling recording on their phone. The real Santa was found bound and gagged in a storage room, his eyes wide with terror. The imposter had vanished, leaving behind nothing but a single lump of coal and a chilling silence. The elf on the shelf, a whimsical holiday tradition, a symbol of joy and watchful eyes. But in the Campbell household, the elf became a harbinger of terror. At first it was subtle. The elf, usually perched on a shelf, began to appear in different locations. The children found it at the foot of their beds, its painted eyes staring at them with an unnerving intensity. Then, one night, the children woke to find the elf standing over them, its cheerful grin twisted into a grotesque sneer.
Santa's watching, and he's not happy with you.
Remember, not all Christmas tales are filled with joy and laughter. Some hide dark secrets and chilling mysteries. Sleep tight and beware of what lurks in the night. Happy holidays, if you dare. The shadows will recede, the snow will melt, and the festive lights will be packed away until next year. But the fear, the creeping dread that lingers at the edge of perception, that will remain. Merry Christmas, and beware the things that go bump in the night.